alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome brothers and sisters to one of the newest episodes of series of Islam for Muslims. In this episode, inshallah, we're going to talk about Riya. Riya, which is showing off. Actually, the scholars consider Riya as it is associating partner to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the act of worship that we do. For example, somebody is praying, performing prayers in the masjid. Then when he notices somebody is watching him, he will perform it in a proper way, good sujood, good ruku'ah. He do it properly, as it is to be the proper prayers ever in his life. Why? Because somebody is looking at him. In this condition, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees this person is good doing that action in the proper way in front of the people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't accept this. So to avoid the charge of riya or association to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or showing off in the prayers, we're going to solve this problem inshallah in this episode. First, to make sure that you're making this worship only for the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is mean in Arabic face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but it means only to be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which means you don't need nobody from the people who will go to the graves. One day they're going to go to the graves. So when you're showing them that you are a good person, so you are targeting their hearts and their eyes. This target is in vain. You know, we do it in vain because they're going to look at you, they're going to be admired with the action that you do, and then after this, they're not going to appreciate this, or they cannot be able to give you more what you deserve. But so when the person when one is doing the action for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in this case Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted. So to avoid the charge of riya or showing off in the prayers, you do it only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You did the efforts itself, you made the ablution, wudu, and you walk into the masjid, and that's what with any act of worship. So you exerted efforts. These efforts you're like somebody is doing his job, and at the end of the day he gets his salary, or in the month he gets his salary, and then he threw it away in the garbage. That's exactly the same when somebody is doing the efforts to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then he went, after doing all these efforts in acts of worships, he threw this in the garbage, which means people they're not worthy to show them. People that are not worthy in this action, particularly in this thing which is praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are not worthy to show them. They're not worthy to make them feel that you're better, that you are the best position. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when somebody is doing an action for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it takes a place in the people's heart because you do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when you show up or you target in the eyes or the hearts of the people that you are showing that you're a good person, then you're not going to take this amount of their hearts. But only when you do it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will target this through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is about all showing off, and I hope you get benefited. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.